everyone, welcome to another episode of Gone Rogue. And in this special edition episode of Gone Rogue, I'm going to talk about what happened last night. That is right. And what happened last night is that the Los Angeles Lakers have won their 17th NBA championship. And I'll say this again, the Los Angeles Lakers have won the 2020 NBA championship, their 17th championship in franchise history, and now are tied with the Boston Celtics. And for this episode of Gone Rogue, I'm going to talk about the journey of what happened from last year when the season started in 2019 to the result of what we saw, the outcome of this season. So basically I'm summing up the 2019-2020 Los Angeles Lakers championship season. So first off, I just want to give my respect and congratulate the Miami Heat for putting up a tremendous fight in these finals. Even though my Los Angeles Lakers won the NBA championship, the Miami Heat give much respect to them for giving us a big, tremendous fight. They never backed down. I'm going to give a shout out to Jimmy Butler. I'm going to give a shout out to Tyler Hero, and especially I'm going to give a shout out to Duncan Robinson. And if you look at their roster and how they played during these finals, their future is bright. I mean, you can put them up against not the Miami Heat, because they are the Miami Heat. You can put them up against the Toronto Raptors, Boston Celtics, and the Milwaukee Bucks again next season, whenever that will begin. But for now, I am celebrating this Los Angeles Lakers 2020 NBA championship. So, in a year of uncertainty, doubt, and sorrow, sorrow meaning on January 26, 2020, it was heartbreaking, unbelievable. You thought that this was a bad dream, that Kobe Bryant lost his life along with his daughter and the other 7 people, the Intebello family, who lost their lives on that fateful day in a helicopter crash. And in a year of uncertainty, doubt, and sorrow, I would not think that the Los Angeles Lakers would win the 2020 NBA championship. I would not think the Lakers would winning the 2020 NBA championship would be possible. And with all the things a couple months later after that helicopter crash, and with all the things that is going on, including this pandemic, I have never thought that the Lakers winning the 2020 NBA championship would be possible in this year of uncertainty, doubt, and sorrow. And when the season stopped, when the regular season went on, not locked down, but was postponed for COVID, I was like, man, we should find another time to continue the season. But I gotta give credit when credit is due to Adam Silver, who set up the bubble, and for those 3 months, no players have tested positive for COVID, and that's a good example that we should be setting up for other sports league in this country and around the world. And when the season resumed in the bubble, on July 30th and watching my Lakers play those 8 games when they went 3-5. I was like, no, it's not possible that the Lakers wouldn't be winning a championship this year. So the playoffs start, along with long story short, the Lakers finished 5 games in the first round against the Portland Trailblazers, who I was afraid of them. And in the second round, Lakers finished in Rockets. Lakers finished a Rockets series in 5 games. Then in the next series, Lakers finished the Denver Nuggets also in 5 games. And I was like, this could be it. And watching on the other side of the Eastern Conference, you have the Miami Heat defeating the Celtics and the Bucks, I think, because I'm sure that Toronto lose. Someone correct me on that, but the Heat. I would rather take the Heat. And now this happens. Lakers, Miami Heat, NBA Finals, because Miami Heat were a 5-seed team and they were the underdogs. So typically, if you're an underdog, you're easily beatable. But much respect to the Miami Heat for putting up a tremendous fight and effort. And before the finals, after the Western Conference Finals, where my Lakers returned to the NBA Finals for the first time in 10 years, I was like watching the Eastern Conference Finals, and it was the Miami Heat and Celtics, and I'm not sure which one I would prefer, but as of right now, I'm enjoying this championship, whether it's the Miami Heat or the Celtics. But to be honest, it would have been much sweeter if it was against the Celtics, but that does not take away from what the Miami Heat did. And I was like, man, it would have been better if it was the Celtics, since my heart says the Lakers should take on the Celtics, but my mind says should my Lakers take on the Miami Heat, because they're at a disadvantage when it comes to the lineups. But I'm proud of this Los Angeles Lakers team winning their 17th NBA championship, their first championship in 10 years, and their last championship was in 2010 when the Lakers won when Kobe won his 5th championship. And for what this year has become, Kobe being gone, it was a bittersweet moment to watch this Los Angeles Lakers team win it for him, win for Kobe, Mamba forever, Mamba mentality, and LeBron James is the NBA Finals MVP, and it was well deserved for LeBron James. And who could have believed that watching him since he was in the NBA for all these couple of years, 8 straight finals appearances before he joined the Los Angeles Lakers. I rooted against him, but now he's on my team. I'm rooting for him. I mean, what a world that we live in. And Anthony Davis being that duo, just like Kobe and Shaq, and Kobe and Pau. So I'm proud of this Los Angeles Lakers team, proud of their success story, and hopefully we can go back and do it again next year with a repeat, and then hopefully a three-peat. So that's all I want to say for this episode. If you like this video, please give this video a huge thumbs up. Comment in the comment section below what you think about this episode. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be sure to check out my other YouTube content that is on this channel. And thank you for watching Gone Rogue, and I'll see you on the next one.